Hey, my sisters. Can we talk, ladies? All right. I missed you guys, and I'm really excited about the lesson I have to share with you on today. My topic is called Sweep Around Your Own Front Door Before You Try to Sweep Around Mine. And it's centered around the word gossip. Yeah, gossip. We know what that is, right? That's talking about someone else behind their back, saying things that may be true or untrue about someone else to somebody else without that person's permission. It may be to build them up, but the majority of the time it's to put them down. And a lot of time gossipers gossip because they want to feel better about themselves, so they feel they have to put others down. This is a problem we as women have, and we need to stop it right now. The word tells us if you got some kind of issues with someone, go to them in private. Go to them in private, to the person you have the issue with, and work it out. But don't go to, Sally Mae, Lucy Seal, whoever. Don't go to anyone else with your issues that you have with someone else. You take it to God and then ask Him to give you the words to say to share with that person to get those issues resolved. And you go to them, you pray, and then you have that conversation. But let's back up. So we want to talk about gossiping or, basically talking about other people behind their back without their permission. God is not pleased with that. He does not want us to be that way. He says in 2 Thessalonians 3:11, this is where Paul is talking to the people. And let's see here. If you would turn with me. 2 Thessalonians 3:11. This is what God says through Paul. Okay, he says, "For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies." Okay, so he's talking again to those who are Christians. So he starts off saying, so we heard that there's some people that are amongst you guys that are busybodies. They just idle. They just busybodies. They just all up in everybody else's business. And they're up to no good. They're just up to no good. So that's some of us today. We're just up to no good. And I usually say that people who are miserable want everyone else to be miserable around them. They don't want anyone else to be happy. So that's usually, somebody that's a busybody or a gossiper, putting others down so that they can feel better about their self rather than asking God to help them with their issues. That's what we need to do as women of God. We need to ask God to help us with our issues. That's why I like the song by the Williams Brothers, "Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine." And one of my little signatures on some of my texts is I'm looking in the mirror, or look in the mirror. So if I'm looking in the mirror at me, then I don't have time to see what everybody else is doing or not doing, because I got my own issues and I'm asking God to help me with those areas. But what we'll do is we'll avoid the mirror so we can see other people, and we never have to look in the mirror at how ugly we are. And we some ugly folks, but this is why this blog is here, to help us become better, to help us become better women of God and better Christians. So we know that there are people that are doing that, and we know that God is not pleased with that. He does not approve of that. So let's see how we can be better Christians for that. Okay, so my next verse I want to share is also written by Paul, Ephesians 4:29. And he says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only speak what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Again, Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth." Don't gossip. "But only what is helpful for building others up." Encourage people, lift them up, speak good of them, speak well of them, speak life into them. What is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm building My desire is to build you up, to give you encouragement, to let you know we could be better. We could be better women of God. God wants us to be that way. That's Ephesians 4:29. The other verse I want to share with you, Colossians 4:6. And it says, let your speech always be with grace seasoned, as it were with salt, so that you know how you should respond to each person. Colossians 4:6. Let your speech always be with grace seasoned, as it were with salt. Salt, we're supposed to be the salt of the earth. Good to the taste. So that you know how you should respond to each person. We need to do that. I know with me, I usually ask God to hold my tongue and only allow me to speak when it's going to be something that's going to benefit the person and encourage someone. If I don't have anything good to say, I don't say anything at all. And I do have those close friends where we have those honest conversations about how we can grow, become better Christians. Not talking about our getting caught up in feelings, but how we can be better children of God. So again, I just want to reiterate tonight, I'm not going to hold you long, but I just want to remind you that, there's power in the tongue. We could speak life or we could speak death into someone. So you can kill someone with your tongue, because it's a two-edged sword. It cuts both ways. So be careful what we bring out of this mouth, because once it comes out and comes into the atmosphere, you can't take it back. You can't take it back. It's out there. We have confrontations with our spouses, with friends, and we're like, blah, 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 blah. And then, and then all of a sudden we realize, oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Well, you know what? It's done. So ask God to help you to hold your tongue and to not gossip about or talk bad about anyone. Stop being busybodies. Stop being idle. Start to focus on what God will have you to do and have you to say to others to encourage them. Because that's what he wants us to do. So gossiping ladies, ixnay to the left. To the left, yeah. The other left. Ixnay that. Exit it out your mouth. My phone is silent, and I like that a lot because, unless you have something important to share with me or tell me, that's the only time I get calls. It's always great conversation. No one calls me to gossip. And that's a good thing. Because they know, obviously, I'm not going to entertain it. So that's the walk that we have to have and the respect we have for others. If your phone is ringing and people calling gossiping, it's because you're allowing the gossip to take place and you're taking part in it. And now you're a garbage dumper. They put that all on you. So no, you back it up. Say, look, if you got issues with her or with him, you need to be talking to them. And I'm going to be praying for you that God will give you the words to say to them at that time. Let's encourage one another to be better. Let's not entertain the negative or indulge in the sin that is not another one of these sins that's not pleasing to God. Gossiping. Nope. Don't do it. He hates gossipers. All right. Love you all. Oops, one's at the door. Have a blessed evening.